ask you a question. Is your dry hair still driving you bananas? Well, if it is, stick around because I'm going to tell you how you will never have to worry about your dry hair again. Hey guys, Karen with Curl House. I'm a licensed cosmetologist, a certified trichologist, and the owner of the Curl House Hair Restoration Collection. And today we are going to talk about your worry because I know you are still worried about how to maintain your dry hair, how to keep your hair moisturized. But when you think about worry, when we worry about things, typically we're worrying about things that we feel like we have no control over, right? When you worry. But let me tell you a secret. You do have control over how to maintain the moisture in your hair. So yes, you have control over how to maintain the moisture in your hair. Your hair does not have to stay dry. And I'm going to tell you how. Okay, so what we're going to do, we are going to take a different approach. We are literally going to flip your hair care routine on its head. No pun intended. So in other words, when you think about your dry hair, typically the first thing you do, you go and grab that water bottle, or you grab that leave-in conditioner, you grab moisturizer, you grab oil, you grab something to keep your hair moisturized and hydrated. But today, we're going to flip that around. As opposed to focusing on the hair first when your hair is dry, we're going to take a different approach. And that different approach is the body, scalp, and hair approach. So when your hair is dry, I first want you to think about your body. So the first question I want you to ask yourself, if you wake up and you feel like your hair is bone dry, the first thing I want you to ask yourself is, how much water have I drank today? So, have I been drinking water? I didn't say nothing about did I spray a leave-in conditioner. I said, ask yourself, have I been drinking water? How much water you've been drinking is directly correlated with the hydration of your hair. So in order for your hair to be healthy and for it to be properly hydrated, you need to drink this. As a matter of fact, you need to be drinking 2 to 3 liters of this. This is 1 liter. So you need to drink at least 2 of these every day. That's according to the Institute of Medicine. You need 2 to 3 liters of water per day for healthy hair and healthy, hydrated hair. So yes, hydrated hair starts within a hydrated body. Let me show you what happens when you're not drinking adequate water. The first thing that your hair will experience is dehydration, which means dehydrated hair is dry and brittle hair, which you may already be experiencing. You may have split ends. Your hair is prone to breakage, which is why you're not retaining your leave, and it literally halts growth. So if you're not drinking adequate water, not only is your hair dry, but your hair can stop growing. It can trigger hair loss and you experience excessive shedding. And I know you don't want that. But when you're drinking this, the opposite happens. Your hair is moisturized. It retains the length. And guess what? It boosts hair growth so that you have healthy hair. So I know you probably know the importance of drinking water, but my question to you is, are you drinking it? So the first question I want you to think about when you wake up and say, why is my hair so dry? I want you to ask yourself, how much water have I been drinking? Okay, so that leads me to question number 2. If your hair is still dry and brittle and you can't figure out why, the second question I want you to ask yourself is, have I been hydrating my scalp? Yes. Have you been hydrating your scalp? Now, keep in mind, I'm using the word hydration because, again, hydration simply means the presence of water. So how do you get your scalp hydrated? Well, I already talked about drinking water. That's the first way that your scalp receives hydration because the water that you drink gets circulated through your body and then eventually it reaches your scalp. So it hydrates your scalp. But then after that, that water may evaporate. So what do you need to do? you need to hydrate your scalp by applying additional hydration topically through your products. Products applied topically to your scalp also help to hydrate your scalp. It's kind of like a plant. Look at this plant. I know this plant looks horrible, but your scalp is very similar to soil in a plant. If you do not give soil water, then like this plant, the leaves are going to dry up, get brittle, and break off. And that is just like your hair. If you are not giving your scalp water or hydration, which again, the presence of water, then your hair will be dry and break off. So how do you hydrate your scalp? Let's talk about that. So the first and easiest way to keep your scalp hydrated is simply to establish a shampoo routine. Get in the habit of washing your hair regularly. Your scalp receives maximum hydration just through washing your hair. So if you don't wash your hair enough, get in the routine of washing your hair once a week or every 2 weeks. Just get in the habit of washing your hair consistently. And the second way to keep your scalp hydrated is through the application of your topical products. So what are you putting on your scalp? Your scalp care products. I want you to check out your scalp care products. Take your product, your scalp care product specifically, because remember, what you put on your scalp should not be the same thing you put on your hair. The formulation is much different for the scalp. So go and get some of your scalp care products. Take a look at the back. Take a look at the ingredients in the back. And what is the first or second ingredient? Is it water? If your scalp care product does not contain water, then your scalp may not be getting adequate moisturization. Now, I know a lot of us, when we go look at our scalp care products, more than likely, we're going to grab a lot of oils and hair grease. And I'm not knocking oils and hair grease in general, but if you are dealing with a chronically dry scalp, then applying oil to a chronically dry scalp may only exacerbate the problem. It may not fix it. You need scalp care products that have water or water-based products as the first ingredient. So let me give you a few examples. So the first example of a hydrating topical product are hydrosols. Have you heard of hydrosols? Hydrosols are predominantly water-based products that come from the steam of the distillation process of essential oils. So some of my favorite hydrosols are lavender hydrosol, there's chamomile hydrosol, lemongrass hydrosol, rosemary hydrosol. These hydrosols are water-based and they are excellent for the scalp. Many of them help to calm the scalp, soothe itchiness, balance the sebum on the scalp. They are excellent for the scalp and they're great for the hair too. But hydrosols hydrate the scalp. So when you're thinking about scalp care products that hydrate the scalp, I want you to start thinking about hydrosols. I'm definitely going to put some links below in the description of some hydrosols and other products that I talk about that you may want to consider. The next ingredient that's excellent for hydrating the scalp is aloe vera. Now, I know you've heard of aloe vera. So when you look at your scalp care products, if you see aloe vera as the first or second ingredient, then you are in there for a product that actually hydrates the scalp. Aloe vera is pretty much 99% water. So it's excellent for hydrating the scalp. Now, aloe vera has a whole ton of other benefits too. It's actually great for the hair as well, but we're talking about scalp. We're going to talk about hair next. In addition to aloe vera, there are a host of other botanicals or plant-based extracts that's housed in water that hydrate the scalp. Chamomile extract, lavender extract, nettle extract, rosemary extract. These extracts, meaning they're housed in water, are excellent for hydrating the scalp. So in your topical products, look for products that hydrate the scalp. One such product would be the Curl House Follicle Stimulating Growth Drops. Yes, this is my staple product. I developed this product with water as opposed to oil specifically for that reason. I needed something that was going to hydrate the scalp because I know many times our hair is dry because our scalp is dry. So if you are using a product that actually hydrates the scalp, it really does make a difference in the hydration of your hair. And the final question I want you to ask yourself is, what am I doing to hydrate my hair? So yes, this is a loaded question. I'm going to give you many things that you can be doing to hydrate your hair, but notice the order in which I gave the questions. The first one was about the body. What are you doing to hydrate your body? Drink water. And number 2, what are you doing to hydrate your scalp? Use products that contain water or water-based products to keep the scalp hydrated. And then number 3, what are you doing to hydrate your hair? Hair is last. Remember, we are flipping hair care on its head. Hair is last. So the last thing I want you to think about is your hair. Now, with that being said, I got that off my chest. Let's talk about hair. So the first thing I said before, the best way to get maximum moisture to your scalp and hair is to shampoo your hair. Shampoo day, maximum moisture for scalp and hair. Develop your shampoo routine. Number 2, you want to use products that help to hydrate your hair, such as products that contain not only water, but products that contain humectants. Humectants are ingredients that help your hair to absorb and retain moisture. Some of the top 3 are glycerin, aloe, and honey. So I actually just did a video on a DIY to developing your own leave-in conditioner. I'll actually put the link above if you want to check it out. But in your leave-in conditioners and daily moisturizing lotions, make sure they contain water, make sure they contain humectants, and make sure they contain emollients. Emollients are ingredients that help your hair to seal in the moisture, such as oils and butters. Make sure they contain those 3. And then the next thing you want to do to make sure that your hair is properly moisturized, I want you all to do something for me. I want you to really focus on the ends of your hair. So the ends of your hair is the oldest, it is the driest. So take a look at this video. I like plants, but like this plant, can you see this plant? Do you see the ends of my plant is really dry and rotted to the point where I literally had to cut the ends of the plant off? So plants is very similar to your hair. The ends of the plant, it's very old. Sometimes it gets the least amount of water and it could dry out. So that's the very same thing with your hair. The ends of your hair is old and many times is the driest part of your hair. So I want you to take some extra care focusing on the ends of your hair. And extra care means you want to make sure that you put more moisturizer at the ends of your hair and even sealing that moisturizer in. So that means you may want to apply additional oil just on the ends of your hair to keep the ends of your hair properly hydrated and properly moisturized so that those ends don't split and they don't break off and cause further damage to your entire hair shaft. So focus on those ends. And then the next step, the next thing you can do to make sure that your hair is receiving adequate hydration is to do steam treatments. Do you all do steam treatments? Now there's a difference between a deep treatment using a hooded dryer in a plastic cap and doing a full steam treatment. The difference is the type of moisture. So a deep treatment using a hooded dryer is primarily dry heat from the hooded dryer. Now the plastic cap over your head kind of creates steam, and then steam from a steamer is a moist heat. So a moist heat, which is direct moisture going directly to your hair. So if you want to step up the moisturization and hydration in your hair, I want you to consider doing steam treatments. You will be amazed at the difference in your hair when you start incorporating steam treatments into your hair. Don't go overboard with the steam treatments. Yes, you can steam your hair too much. There is such thing as moisture overload. So you don't want to do it all the time. Think about how often you do your deep treatments. Once a week, every 2 weeks. That's about how often you can do a steam treatment as well. But you will notice the hydration of your hair goes all the way up when you incorporate steam treatments into your hair care regimen. If you don't know what steamer to get, as I said, I'll drop some links below over some suggested tools and products you may want to consider, things that I've discussed in this video that may help you on your healthy hair, moist, hydrated hair journey. Remember, ask yourself those 3 questions the next time you think about your dry hair. Number 1, am I drinking my water? Number 2, what am I doing to keep my scalp hydrated? And number 3, what am I doing to keep my hair hydrated? Okay, y'all, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are someone dealing with hair growth challenges, healthy hair challenges, or hair loss challenges, I encourage you to consider the Let's Get Growing program. You can click on the link above to join the wait list or to register for the program. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so that you do not miss a video. And until we talk again, stay fabulous.